Chuka had worked tirelessly in the UK for over a decade and finally decided to invest back home in Nigeria. Like many in the diaspora, he wanted a piece of land to build his retirement home. Through a family friend, he found a good deal in Abuja, sent the money, got a receipt, and was assured everything was in order. 3 years later, he returned to Nigeria ready to start building, only to discover someone else already constructing on the same plot. Confused and angry, he presented his documents, only to realize he didn't actually own the land. All he had was a handwritten agreement and an unregistered survey. No certificate of occupancy. No deed of assignment, no governor's consent. His dream investment had turned into a legal nightmare. If you're living abroad and planning to buy land in Nigeria, it's not enough to rely on trust or verbal agreements. You need to understand and demand proper land documentation, or you risk losing everything. Many in the diaspora think having a receipt or a WhatsApp conversation is enough. It's not. Before paying for any property in Nigeria, always ensure there is a valid certificate of occupancy, C of O, or any other land title that proves government's recognition of the property. If the seller already has a C of O, make sure your name is properly transferred via a deed of assignment, which must be registered. A survey plan helps you verify the exact location and boundaries of your land, and the governor's consent is critical to validate the transaction under Nigerian law. If you're buying from a developer, request the allocation letter and all associated approvals. Thousands of Nigerians abroad have lost land, money, and peace of mind due to poor or incomplete documentation. But it doesn't have to be your story. With the right knowledge and guidance, you can own property in Nigeria with full legal protection, even while living abroad. That's why we created the Niger Real Estate Diaspora Roadmap podcast to empower you with real, practical insights on how to invest smartly, safely, and successfully. In this week's episode, we break down the land documentation process in Nigeria in simple, clear terms. No jargon, just what you really need to know. Your money is hard-earned. Your property should be legally yours. Listen now to the new episode on Land Documentation Demystified, What Every Diaspora Buyer Must Know, on YouTube or any of your preferred podcast platform. Click on the link below to connect with like minds and to also listen to previous or future podcast episodes.